Hey everybody, this is Ryan, and I'm going to give you an overview of this Linkind, L-E-N-K-I-N-D, smart plug. So, I want to first by sharing that this was provided to me by the company because they reached out to me and said, Ryan, can you please give us one of your detailed overview videos and more importantly, a review of our smart plug. So who am I to say no? And I want to, full disclosure, let you know that that will not positively nor negatively impact my review. So let's get into it. So this is what comes. This particular one is a 2-pack. They might come more. And let's open it up and see what all is inside. All right, looks to be pretty simple and straightforward. So you have 2 of these, 1, 2. And you got a QR code. I guess that's to activate. We'll find out here in a sec. I bet this is some sort of reset or programming or pairing. You got some instructions. We'll see if there's anything else. I don't think there is. So that's it. And then you have your owner's manual. Let's see what we need to do to get this connected. So installation instructions, you power on the plug. I'm assuming you got to plug this in. So you're gonna scan the QR code. You're gonna get the app on your phone. You're gonna go ahead and install that. And then we're gonna connect to one of these. And so from a demonstration standpoint, I have this hooked up to a one of these little surge protector things. So you can see that there is power. And it'll just be a little bit easier to show how this thing hooks up and can be connected. And so, looks like here, there'll be some lights blinking. This lets you know, I'm assuming, it looks like from the instructions, this is a part of the pairing process. So let's get this app finished and we'll add a device. All right, so when you get to this screen, during the setup process, you're gonna wanna select where it says lighting and control. And then you're gonna pick the option that has to do with plug. So when you get to this screen where it says add device and it pulls up smart plug. Pretty simple. I happen to have 2 here. And so it's seeing that there's 2 devices showing. I'm gonna click 1 and 2, and then next step. All right, so once you connect your device, in this situation we have the 2 devices, you can either connect it via Bluetooth or your home Wi-Fi. Well, that's pretty cool because not everybody has home Wi-Fi, I guess. And so you have a couple different options there. And when I was going through it, I actually put my password in wrong. And so I was just on Bluetooth. And when you're connected, these lights will be green. And that tells you there's power on. So obviously there's power on to these. These 2 are on. And then you have some controls here. Well, you have more controls than I could probably share in this video, a lot of custom features. But for example, notice that the 2 green lights, if I wanted to go in here and turn one of them off, I can hit the power button right here in the app, and then you notice the power turned off, and I can turn it back on. You can also come in here and you can schedule a whole bunch of different things. So I could put a timer on here, which basically says, okay, I want to schedule the power to go on or off based on a specific duration, like right now. I also have the opportunity of going in and putting in a schedule. So let's just say I want to have it turn on at a certain time. So like I can come in here and then turn off. And so I can set, let's just say in the morning, I might want to have certain lights or certain features or certain things that are connected to this outlet turn on. Most of the time, I would assume you're gonna do something that has to do with maybe a light fixture, but it really could be anything. Coffee maker, that would be a great example. And your coffee maker does not have a timer on it, but as soon as it's turned on, it will go into coffee making mode. Well, if you don't want to go out and get a new coffee maker, you could have it plugged into this, have it in the turned on position, and then have the timer here go ahead and turn it on at, whatever time, morning or whatever. You could have it set on for individual days of the week, on or off, and so you're not locked into 7 days every single day that you want to do that. That's kind of cool. Let's look at what other options we have here. Timer, schedule. As you note, I had 2 things. You can label it. So if you're in your app, you could say, okay, what light fixture do I want to turn on or off? Also, from a security standpoint, let's just say you're traveling and you want to have lights turn on or off that have to do with, just from a security standpoint in your house. Or let's just say it's during the holidays. And so I'll just kind of use this example right here. Let's just say during the holidays, you have one of these, or you have these in your windows in your house. Well, you can go and plug these in and then say, oh, okay, for all the outlets that you have these plugged into, you can have these turn on, for example, for your Halloween or your Christmas or whatever holiday you're trying to have decorations maybe in your window in your house. You can have these on a timer. That's kind of cool. You can label these by groups, and so you can create different groups in your house based on rooms or however you want to have it set up. So let's just say these were, using this example, let's say I had 2 of these lamps in a room and I wanted to have them turn on a certain time for, let's just say, my Halloween or Christmas decorations. I could come in here and say, okay, this is the whatever room this is in the house, and then you can go ahead and you can create that, and you can assign these 2 different rooms, and so everything turns on the exact same time based on the room. That's a neat little extra feature. Really just a ton of different things. You can set routines. So routines can be something that just happens all the time, and it's basically what it is. It's a routine. So if you routinely want all of your certain lights or fixtures or whatever it is in your house to turn on at a certain time, you can go in and actually create these individual routines. You can share this device with different people in your household. So you might be the one that sets this up, but you want to give other people control over these different things. Whatever you're going to have plugged into this, it could really be anything. You might have, let's just say you're a parent and you don't want your kids to be on their electronics. You could have the TV, especially if it's a wall-mounted TV and you can't easily get to the outlet. If it fits, you could put this against the TV into where they couldn't easily bypass that, and you could say, all right, TV's off at whatever time at night. So you have a lot of different cool features as far as that's concerned. It also has a record of when things are being turned on or off, if that's important to you, so you kind of know what's going on. Also, a cool feature is if you get in here and you're having a hard time like doing some of these custom features, or you just need advice, they have a built-in help desk chat feature. So you can literally say, hey, I'm trying to figure out how to get my vacation settings set up to where I can just hit a button and it instantly goes to my vacation settings, because there's all these different things such as scenes or routines that you have. And since this is sort of an all-encompassing smart home app, you can connect all the different products this company has to offer as far as motion detecting and smart lights and all the different other things that this company offers that can all complement these smart plugs. So if you wanted to come in and have certain, fixtures turned on that might be in the ceiling that aren't necessarily plugged into this plug, or you want to connect this to, your home audio device like Google Home or something like that, you have a lot of different options that you can set, even so much so that you can have it do a proximity feature to where the phone knows if you're coming home, and you can say, okay, when I arrive, because it might change all the time, I want these features, these smart plugs or whatever it is that's connected to this, to do this, turn on or whatever. So if you're walking into the house, the phone and everything works together and knows that you're physically there, and it automatically recognizes that because of the geographic location that it's pulling from this, and it can turn certain features on. So there's so many customizable features you can have by literally creating a smart home. One other thing from a security standpoint, let's just say you don't have it on a routine, but something happens and you're not going to be home and you want your lights to turn on. You have the option to do that manually from your phone. Or if you have these set up to, let's say lights that are connected to outside, you have that option as well. So there's just a ton of options. Again, if you're looking for a way to kind of easily turn your home into a quote unquote smart home, where you have a lot of opportunity to customize how you want things set up, this is extremely easy to use. And in summary, all you're doing is you're plugging it in. this light flashes, you download the app, connect to the Wi-Fi, it instantly is gonna recognize the device, and then boom, you're good to go. And then you can pick this up and put it wherever you want in the house. If you need to rename it, you can do that. Very, very, very simple. And that's actually, I'm actually kind of, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised how easy this is. So hopefully this helps, and we'll talk to you soon.